It appears the landscape of professional wrestling has changed a little bit, and I am f***ing hype about it. Can't imagine anyone hasn't heard this already, but CM Punk has debuted with AEW last night at Rampage in Chicago, and I honestly don't remember the last time I anticipated a wrestling event throughout the week, and then sitting down in front of the TV with literally butterflies in my stomach. I was genuinely nervous about what I was watching, and I haven't felt that way about something in wrestling in a long ass time. So I kind of just wanted to use this opportunity to talk about where I've been as far as professional wrestling goes, and how I felt about it, and all that type of stuff. I think a lot of people would assume someone with like a decent sized channel that's mostly revolved around wrestling would be watching wrestling shows all the time, every week, every show, right? Last time I watched a full episode of a Raw or SmackDown or a weekly show like that, when was Bush president? No, not that long ago, but it's been a little bit. I mostly just paid attention to the pay-per-views, and you know, I checked like the highlights and stuff on Twitter about like what my friends were doing, what New Day was doing, what, you know, just the things that interested me and the people that I already liked. I'd be like, okay, what are they doing? Because if you go on Twitter and you follow AEW or you follow WWE, like you see what's happening in an entire episode of a show just by scrolling through your timeline. It's all right there. So you don't really need to sit down and watch the weekly shows. So I haven't been. Then AEW comes around and they start, you know, kind of shaking things up a little bit. And I start paying a little more attention. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hey, that Darby guy's pretty sick. And then as of a few weeks ago, now I'm watching like most of the Dynamite episodes lately. So this slow progression has been happening of getting me back to really enjoy wrestling again. Now I have talked a few times on the channel about how like wrestling being such a huge part of my job definitely played into that feeling of kind of just being like, wow, this is just too much. I don't want to think about wrestling. I don't want to hear about wrestling. Like there was a time where I was just like, let me just make a video and then just not think about it at all, because it wasn't bringing me any joy whatsoever. So with that being said, I'm happy to say that now I'm probably more back into wrestling than I have been in a very long time. And Punk's return was the icing on the cake for that for me. Like that was just such a cool moment that I'm going to remember for a really long time. And I haven't, aside from Kofi winning the title, I really can't think of another moment where I was just like genuinely so happy about a written moment in this sport. You know what I mean? So it honestly just feels right now to kind of start talking about it more and start making more content based around wrestling. Look, we're all looking forward to 2K22, right? Probably not going to be out for a little while. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And in the meantime, there's going to be a lot of really cool shit in wrestling to talk about, I think. So I want to bring you guys more content based around, you know, the wider world of wrestling and not just necessarily gaming stuff all the time. I have some ideas about what I want to do, but I really also want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. What type of general wrestling content would you like to see outside of the gaming world? Let me say this though, it's just a little disclamatory information. I'm not a dirt sheet. I'm never gonna be a dirt sheet. I'm not gonna be the first one to break news that you've never heard of. I don't really care about that stuff. I'd rather react to the breaking news, talk to you guys about how I feel about the breaking news than breaking the news itself. You know what I mean? Because look, I got sources at places. I know people. Okay. But I want to talk about the stuff that I enjoy, or that makes me happy, or makes me laugh, or makes me cringe, or whatever. My opinions and thoughts and outlooks on things hold no more weight than anybody else in this world. But I do get a kick out of trying to entertain you guys through content such as this. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. CM Punk is back. SummerSlam is tonight. We're gonna talk about 2K22 some more tomorrow. And we just keep it moving and grooving. And you guys who are still here along for this ride, I appreciate you and I love you and I am grateful for you more than you will ever know. And even if you're new around here, I appreciate you hopping on the train. Doesn't matter if you joined a year ago, a week ago, 6 years ago, however long ago I started. I don't even remember at this point. Plenty more coming your way. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can and subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on so you never miss a video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.